Welcome back to Design Bundles YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today I have the most fun, easy project for you guys today. So we are going to make a birthday money card. So if you guys have not already seen, it is trending all over the internet from Instagram to TikTok, these birthday money birthday cards, right? So money birthday cards, say that 10 times fast, where you're taking some money, you're rolling it up, and you are putting it in these little plastic pieces here that are made for chapsticks, so you can actually purchase them. So right now they're sold out everywhere. So what I have today is a hack for you. We're going to go purchase some of the little chapstick things here from our local store and cut them down, and we're going to make our very own card today. This is going to be an easy print and cut. You don't even have to use your die cutting machine. You can still print these with your printer and just hand cut around them if you want to. So this is something that everybody can make, and you don't have to have a die cutting machine. All you ultimately need is a pair of scissors, cardstock, your printer, and a little chapstick holder and some cash. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so over here on designbundles.net, we have the file for you guys. It is linked down below, so definitely go snag it. It is this one right here. Now, what's really fun about this is it comes with a few varieties. So there is some that is already designed out for you where they have, say, for example, the $20 already written on it, or you can get them where they're blank. So you can write in if it's $50 and they're $100, whatever it is, and then you can fill these little pieces in. So I believe each card comes with 3 different versions. So that way you can do whatever you want. We have Make a Wish, we have Celebrate. So maybe you want to give somebody, a little wine date or a happy birthday to a kiddo. So lots of different options here. And like I said, each one of these, so it's ultimately there's like 9 files, I believe it says. So 3 files for each one. Once again, if you don't want it to say $20 on it, these ones say 10 and these ones say 20, you can fill in your own. So you can add that using font in Cricut Design Space. So today I'm going to show you this one and this one. We're going to print these two just so you can see them. So let's go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space and cut them out. All right, so now that we're over here in Cricut Design Space, we are ready to go. Now there's a few things that you need to do. If you have a file that comes in quite large like this, so for example, these are coming in like almost 8.5 by 10.5. The reason why designers do this is so that way the quality is really nice. So they bring them in large so you can size them down, and it really keeps the graphics looking nice and crisp. So the designer tells you in the description sometimes exactly what to size these, and you can find that in the description. So they are recommending 4 by 5. So all you're simply going to do is select them, and then you're going to change it to 4. And so it should automatically change our height to 5. So it's 5.004, and that's completely fine. So we're going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to go ahead and change it to 4. It's going to change it to the 5 for us. All right, so here we go. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tell us to make it. And this is a print and cut. So you can see that it has given us this little white border around it. And so what we're going to do is hit continue. And then I'm going to go ahead and tell it to send it to the printer. Now, I want to point something out. I've actually had this issue happen all day. I even swapped printers, so I'm not too sure what's going on. I'm thinking that it is a firmware update currently with Cricut Design Space. So as you're watching this, this is probably not going to happen to you, but in case it does, I love to show you guys stuff like this so you can find a way around it, like a little loophole. So I'm thinking right now, currently, there's some sort of firmware update between this speaking to my printer, and let me show you what's happening. So when I go to print it, I choose my printer, Canon, and then I'm going to go ahead and choose to have the bleed line. I'm going to go ahead and hit print. From here, it's going to tell me that my page size is not supported. So this is not correct. It's 8.5 by 11. So what I've done is I've hit cancel, and I just went to choose a printer that actually works. So go to a previous model. So these are 2 that I've recently installed. So what I did was I went to a previous installed printer that was on my desktop, this HP version here. So what we're going to do, instead of just hitting print, we are going to turn on system dialog. You would do the same thing if you guys were going to be saving this to print out like a sublimation or something like that. So I've turned on use system dialog. This is going to be our way around it. Once again, if yours is not doing this, just skip ahead. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit print. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to save it as a PDF. See where it says PDF? I'm going to go ahead and hit save as a PDF. And then I'm going to save it to my desktop here. So I'm just going to go ahead and name it P-Day so I can find it. All right, so now what we're going to do, now that we're on our desktop, you see this right here where it says V-Day. I'm going to double click on it. From here, now we can print it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit File. I'm going to hit Print, and then I'm going to choose that Canon. So I'm going to choose my Canon right here and hit Print. And you're going to notice I have no issues whatsoever. It's definitely Cricut Design Space, whatever's going on there. So this is going to print out for us really quick. All right, so as you can see, we have it all printed out. It has the border for us for the print and cut. So what we're gonna do, I've got my blue mat here. We're just gonna go ahead and line this up right at the top. And we're just gonna smooth everything out. So you should have something that looks about like this. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to load it. All right, so now that we have it loaded into our Cricut, we're gonna go ahead and choose medium cardstock, or you wanna choose heavy cardstock depending on what you're using. And then we are just gonna go ahead and get ready to hit go. All right, so I've hit the go button on our Cricut, so it's gonna go ahead and just cut it out. So what it's gonna do is perfectly cut around, but once again, you can definitely hand cut this with a pair of scissors. If you have some of the little crocodiles to where you can crop the corners, you can definitely do that by hand. So once again, you don't have to have a die cutting machine for this. So currently right now, you may notice that the Cricut is reading the black border. So if you guys are new to print and cut, what the Cricut is going to do, that black border, is going to go ahead and read it and figure out exactly where those cut lines are. So it's going to do that first. And like I said, this is a very easy print and cut. It's super, super easy. And there we have it. It's cut it out for us. So the best thing to do here is to flip your mat over and then just peel this off of the mat. This is going to help the curling. You just kind of do that so to keep everything nice and flat. And we can just pick these off here. All right, so as you can see, the Cricut has perfectly cut these guys out for us. You guys can see that there. They are gorgeous. I think they're so cute. And as you can see, it even cut the little hole out for us. But once again, you can just take a pair of scissors and cut all the way around by hand. You don't even have to have a die cutting machine. Now, this is the tip that I have for you guys today. You can definitely purchase these little pieces right here. These are made for holding chapstick. So just like so, this is just for the packaging, right? Now you can purchase these that are made for doing projects like this. But right now, they're sold out everywhere. But if you're watching this maybe 6 months, a year from now, they may not be. And we have a link down below to where you can find some. But if you can't, and you're only making a couple of these cards, you can purchase these right here. Now, there's different packaging ones. This one right here actually has a package that comes all the way up here. But when you trim it down, it's still good enough. So I just went ahead and cut. When I did this, I just cut like this. You want to leave enough border on the top and the bottom. So you want to leave a nice even border there. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and pull this off. You could definitely just go ahead and cut in there to get that started. Now, for example, this one right here is kind of a mix between paper and foil. If yours is just paper, what I did was I went over to the sink and I just washed this off. Now, if you have a little bit of foil like I do here, because it's still going to show red, what I did was I took my Cricut knife blade here and then I just went like this and scraped it, and it scraped all those off. And it's really not bad at all. So just kind of go through here and scrape those pieces. Hopefully you can kind of see that happening there. So you can definitely just scrape all of that off. And then once I did that, I even took a fingernail file. That was another thing once I got so far down, and then went on the edge of my table like this. So say this is the edge of my table. I took the nail file and kind of buffed that out, took it back in the sink and washed them out, and it came out just like this. So super duper nice, very clear, looks great. So like I said, if you're wanting to make a couple of these and you can't find those, just run down. You can even find these at the Dollar Tree. So these were $1.14 locally. Say for example, you got Walmart, all sorts of different places. Even Amazon has some little packages like this. So next step here, what you're going to do is you need to get yourself some cash. So I've got a $20 bill here. So all you're simply going to do is roll this, whichever way you want to do it, whether you're wanting the outside in or the inside. I'm going to do mine like this. So you're just going to go ahead and start to roll this. Not super duper tight, just enough to where it's going to fit into this little die, like so. And when you get it in there, you want that 20 facing the front like so. All right. So we want it looking like this. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go around this. So before you even stick this in here, what you can do is go ahead and start going around this with your glue stick. So I'm just going to use a glue stick for this, the purple one, because it's going to dry clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around my border here. All right, here we have it. And there we go. So now what I can do is pop it right here, just like so. You may want to hold it for a few seconds so it can kind of dry there. Now, once again, another thing that you could use is a hot glue gun if you wanted to. So that's going to obviously dry a whole lot faster. But I think that the glue stick is really going to help keep it nice and thin and easy to kind of pop off. So once you do that, hopefully this is going to stay in place while that is drying. You should have something that looks like this. How fun is this? So cute, perfect to pop in any sort of gift basket or even just to hand them just like this. So like I said, these are trending all over the place right now. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where we're at now. But lucky for you, we have some files for you guys. Like I said, we have 3 different designs and you can have it have the $20 or the dollar signs or not. You can make these your own. So definitely feel free to do whatever you would like, but there you have it. So easy. And once again, you just need to purchase one of these little packages here, cut it down. Once again, you can just use your little blade there and make your very own. So there you guys have it. So cute. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. And there you guys have it. Once again, these are a ton of fun and I'm so excited because it's going to include everybody. So if you have a printer, cardstock, a pair of scissors, some of these little chapstick cases, you can make these too. So I'm really excited that this is not for everybody that just has a die cutting machine. So this is really fun. So if you guys want to recreate these, I highly encourage it. They are a ton of fun. The file is linked down below for you guys, and we want to see these projects. We are so excited. We want to see you guys creating these. So if you do, make sure you use that hashtag design bundle so we can check it out, or simply join our Facebook community group because you are allowed to share over there so we can check it out. And then you can see tons of other crafters and see what they're doing and get lots of inspiration as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.